So in terms of discrimination, I think it's hugely important with this type of platform to, first and foremost, I have to live a certain way. I have to be a certain thing. It's less about talking about it and more about being it. I have to create an image and create an energy and create relationships with people where when they see a black man, the energy that we had can be what they remember. Nelson Mandela said to me one time we launched MTV in South Africa. And Nelson Mandela said, he said, never forget to let people touch you. He says, when you go into crowds, let people touch you. They have to know that your black skin won't hurt them. You know, and I just thought that was such an interesting idea, to physically put your hands on people, and that's the memory and the energy that they have. In terms of Islamophobia in America, you know, for me, that's why it's important to show up. It's like I'm in Dubai and I'm having fun and I'm tweeting and I'm showing pictures. Hey, it doesn't look like they hate me, does it? You know. So I think that the imagery of it is hugely important to me. And as the election goes on, I do believe I'll be called on to more specifically speak out about the insanity. But I feel very, very confident that what we're seeing happening in America right now is a cleansing. The things are coming to the surface. I think of things in terms of marriage counseling. I've done a lot of marriage counseling, right? So what happens in a marriage once you do counseling and the truth comes out, and you sit across from your wife and you've said all of your truth and she said all of her truth, and you look at each other and you can't imagine you could possibly ever love each other again now that the truth is out. And it creates a dark moment. It creates a dark moment. But for me, it's the dark before the dawn. When the truth comes out and people have to stand up and say who they are and what they think, and you get to know who they are, I think that's the cleansing before we get to the other side, that is understanding, that is moving forward in our relationship. And as painful as it is to hear Donald Trump talk, and as embarrassing it is as an American to hear him talk, I think it's good. We get to hear it, we get to know who people are, and now we get to cleanse it out of our country.
Super. So that concludes the press conference. I want to thank Andrew from British Airways, Sarah from Maithem, our own CEO Cameron and Vox. Will, I just want to make a point. About 2 months ago, we had another press conference come through in this very room. It's for a movie, you may never have heard of it. We had Roland Emmerich here, Liam Hemsworth, Jeff Goldblum. And to have that come to Dubai, and now Suicide Squad on a promotional world tour to also stop into Dubai, we feel that it's you know, we are an emerging market in the Middle East, as Cameron mentioned. You know, we're really getting there. We're building as many screens as possible, and having you guys come by, it's really helping us to grow the film market, not just from making films here, which we saw recently with Star Trek and Star Wars last year, but it means box offices will grow, which is good for all of us.
Absolutely.
But it also means that our fans get a chance to have that red carpet Hollywood excitement in this region. So for all of those reasons, we can't thank you enough for coming here. We're superbly grateful, Will Smith. Thank you very much.
Thank you.